Hey guys, it's the Yelman, and it's time for part 3 of Let's Play Cave Story. So, we just finished the bushlands and saved Kazuma and Professor Booster and have come back to the village. So, we just need to talk to them. And, they all want to find the password to escape the island. But the professor says we can't do it yet because the doctor found out where the red flowers are, and he doesn't have them yet. But it's just a matter of time, and they're located in the sand zone. So we have to go destroy all of the red flowers before the doctor's minions catch them. But the sand zone's super dangerous, so we have to go save them. And here it actually tells you what you are, which is you're an armed recon robot that got sent to the island 10 years ago. So, everybody's like, what, a robot? So, they don't know why you exist, because they heard all of them were destroyed. But I'm the most ideal to find the red flowers, so I have to go to the sand zone. So, time for the sand zone. This one's kind of long. So we see another person over there, but they just leave. We gotta fight more of the bee people, but they're brown this time. Hey, I can stand on them apparently. I wonder if it hurts me if I'm not invincible at the time. And fail. Ouch. Oh, really? That's what I get for trying to go after those triangles. I don't think this music really fits this zone. It's too upbeat for the sand zone. So we come in here, sand zone residents. Here's the person, and they have the mimiges around them. And they're like, "Oh, hey, visitor!" Except she knows what we want to do, and she says the mimiges aren't the enemy. And she's on the Mimija's side, and she's not going to lose in a fight to me. So apparently she thinks that, that I am here to injure them, and she uses the very fast machine gun. But she's pretty easy to dodge, other than the stupid Mimijas attack you the entire time. But she actually, you can't even hit her with missiles. If you try to hit her with missiles, she actually has a barrier she uses, so you can't hit her. But she's really not too hard to beat either. The fireballs are pretty nice. So she asks if we plan on getting rid of all the Mimijas, and no, we don't. And she's like, oh, okay. You know, and her name is Curly Brace. So she just kind of, I'm glad she just attacks you without anything. But she says she has amnesia too, and she thinks she may have been a Mimija killer robot. And she says the Polar Star is pretty crappy, and asks if you want to trade for the machine gun. Now, this is very important. There's 3 different upgrades you can get for the Polar Star. If you get the first one, you can't get the second one. If you get the second one, you can't get the third one, etc. You know, and they're all, it's not that if you hold out to the third one's the best one. They all are completely unique weapons and have different effects. That being said, I'm not taking the machine gun. Machine gun is, well, a machine gun. It's automatic, but if it has ammo as well, I think 100 ammo, but it regenerates like the bubbler. But if you get it to level 3 and you point down and shoot it, you actually can propel yourself like a jet. So it makes some of the platforming and stuff way easier later on if you take that. But I am not going to get it. That's what I got the first time I played through because I didn't know that you could get upgrades later. And it's pretty useful for the platforming stuff, but there's one I want to get that helps a lot more. Since I'm going to be getting the best ending, the other one I think helps a lot more. So he says if we're going to go see the Jenka, we need to take this dog with me. So now I get to have a dog riding around on my head. So that was the entire reason we went in there. Basically, is you just have to get this dog. Other than that, I guess you have to talk to Curly Brace too, but that's not that important. So we have to come out here and fight these crazy sun dudes and waste all my missiles apparently. So I always think these dudes look like suns. I don't know. I still think they do. I can bubble air these dudes pretty easily. There we go. Get my Polar Star back up to level 3. So if we jump up here, you can see there's a life capsule in here. Got the life capsule. And max health by 5. Another pretty good one. So, gonna bounce, kill this dude with fireballs and bubbles. Ugh, I always forget about that dude. If you land on the sand crocodile people jump out and try and kill you. And they do a lot of damage. They do, I think, 10 if they hit you. So it's a pretty bad idea to get hit by those dudes. Pretty bad indeed. So I like to kill them. You don't have to. You can obviously just not land on the sand if you don't want to have to fight them. But there we go. But we're back to 3. That's what I was trying to do. So kill the sun dudes again. Bubbler them. Just make a nice bubble wall right here for them. As soon as they come down here, they'll die. And I'm actually not going to fight the dudes in the sand pits anymore, as I'm pretty good on health and missiles and stuff. So I don't need any drops from those dudes. And they actually will stay up like that until you shoot them, I believe. So I guess you could leave them like that if you really wanted to. Stupid sun. There's just health over in this one. And I missed that up there. Let's see if I can get up there from here. I don't think I can make it. I'm going to, though. Gotta get up here. Okay, you see that dog print right there? That means it's a fake wall. And there's a save point right here. And you can see I can come in from the other side, but there's spikes there, and it's easier to just do this way than go through the spikes. As well as we can just run along this top part and not have to fight any of the sun dudes if we do it this way. Except this one. But if we use the fireball, I can kill him without breaking any of these blocks on accident, because that would be bad. Except these stupid small ones are going everywhere. Okay, so now we do need to break the blocks. And, just so you know, this is kind of a trap. These sand pits right here, even if you land in those, they still will have the alligator dudes come out and eat you. So, just be careful on those pits, because they very easily can get you with a sneak attack. I normally forget about those and actually get my butt kicked by 1 or 2 of them, but... So we come over here, and, guess who? It's Misery again. And, she says I'm troublesome and wants to fight me, but it doesn't seem like she needs to fight me because this dude shows up. And you just hit him when his mouth is open. Fireballs are really good, like I said, on bosses, especially when they don't move, because you can hit him and you can fire really fast and do a lot of damage with him. So, he's pretty easy with the fireballs. Except he jumps out and starts hopping around, and obviously you can only hit him when his mouth is open still. So he has to be on the ground to hit him now. So we're going to use the bubbler, get rid of some of these stupid things he shoots at me. So you can see between the bubbler taking out some of his aerial stuff and the fireball, he's really not that difficult. I guess his name was Omega. So the curse on the sunstones is lifted, so you don't really know what that means, but there's one way to find out. Go back until we find something different. But yeah, he's pretty easy. He's actually really, I didn't even get hit that entire fight. He's not too bad at all. He's one of the easier bosses, which is kind of few and far between at this point. Bosses are going to start getting pretty tough. Oh, I better save it. I better save it. Save it whenever I pass him anymore, just so I don't have to do as much if I die. But I'm not going to die. I'm too awesome to die. I've proven that by my death. I mean, I never die. I don't know what you're talking about. So you can see we can probably go down here, and now that the sunstones have their curse lifted, these move out of the way. And we see there's stupid bone T-Rex skulls down here now. So, get them out of the way. Ah! They do quite a bit of damage. But I actually missed this the first time I played and went through this entire area, and then had to come back and redo all of it. So if we come in here, it is Jenka's house. So let's talk to Jenka. And she's like, oh, there's my dog. So I gave her dog. And she's like, that's very nice. And then, oh, the red flowers. Balrog. Dog doesn't like Balrog. And then Balrog calls her auntie. And then her stupid daughter been doing lately. and Misery. So I guess this is Misery's mom. And a new master has appeared, and you don't understand any of this yet, but he just came to get the key with the warehouse for the flower seeds. She denies all knowledge, and then he says, "You're going to betray us," and then he leaves. Now he leaves. She says, "A new master must be another idiot at it yet again." And then I need to go save her 4 dogs, because she's too weak. So apparently she knows where the red flowers are and has the key for it, but she's not giving it up. She says she doesn't know. So we have to go find her dogs for her. I have no ulterior motives in finding those dogs. I'm just totally trying to be nice. So you'll notice there's another dog print right here. Normally the dog prints from this point on will mean that there's a dog if I follow them. So if we come over here, there is another life capsule upgrade. And it's another 5-1. And if we open the treasure chest, there's a dog in the treasure chest. Don't ask me why there's a dog in the treasure chest, as that seems kind of cruel, but don't ask me how he got in there. If the dogs all ran off and she needs me to go get him, how did the dog... Did he just find an open chest and climb in and close himself or something? But in case you didn't figure, we gotta find all our dogs. I think I've said that. But that's what we're doing. "Oh, you're fast! Certainly is one of my beloved dogs." And then, "You must be a soldier from the surface. It's been a long time since all those robots came to the island. They killed so many defenseless mimigas, and for the lives of the brave men and women who died trying to defend the village. Due to the effects of the red flower, the mimigas became rabid. They fought viciously against the robots. Had there been no red flower, it's very possible that the mimigas might have been annihilated. 3 dogs left." So she kind of starts giving us some backstory about the mimigas and what happened before with like the red flowers and stuff at this point. And you'll notice there's hearts hidden under these blocks, so, and missiles. So if I ever need to refill, there's a ton right there. I don't even remember what this sign says. Sandzone Warehouse East. So now we find the bone dudes, the bone skulls that spit bones at us and are carried around by parrots, and the parrots attack us and the skulls attack us, and it's all kinds of fun. I think the bubbler is actually pretty nice for these parts. And you notice if we kill the skulls first, the parrots come after us, and if we kill the parrots first, the skulls just drop to the ground and become the ones that bounce around on the ground. So you can kill them in either order. I don't even care. And you'll notice, oh, there's paw prints up there. There must be a secret. It's secret time, unless I can't figure out what I'm doing. There we go. So, oh, it's a doggy. Oh, he went in this building. Deserted house. That's weird. I wonder where there's a save point here. Guess I can't see any of the walls. You can kind of tell where they're at, I guess. I swear there's one. Oh yeah, we have to come over this way. And you'll notice I can come over here, but there's lots of bones down in that pit. So I think I'll avoid it for now. And the dog's barking. I fell in the pit! If you fall in the pit, it's stupid alligator man. So I'll just kill him, actually. So I don't have to worry about that, because I'm apparently really bad at making this jump. Oh yeah, you don't make that jump, that's why. You come over here and you see a wall right there you can climb on, and it carries you over. So you find the dog, he's trying to warn you about the alligator pit. So you save him, and we gotta go back to Jenga again. But since we left the room, everything's going to have respawned back out here. And I don't have bubbles this time to kill them. So I'm going to kind of ignore them. Except for this dude, apparently. Because he's a jerk. There we go. Back to level 2 on the bubbler. The bubbler's just getting its butt kicked. Man. Why am I so bad? Okay, there we go. Back to level 3. But we'll come over here and grab these hearts so I don't die. It's nice. I love having these hearts here. It's great. So back to Jenka for dog number 3 out of 5. Here's your doggy number 3. That one's mine. Give her the dog. Thank you so much. This makes 3. Have you ever seen an enraged mimiga? Eating the flowers makes them stronger. A great many believe a great many mimics chose to eat the flowers, and then they fought back against a battalion of robots. But they were filled with such rage that afterwards they couldn't control themselves, and most of them who consumed the flowers were never seen of again. There's a rumor that they supposedly made it down to the surface. And if it's really true, then the humans probably got their butt kicked. And then she says, do you realize how dangerous the flowers are? So back down here. Fireballs. And I'm full on health, so I don't need to go grab those ones yet. Sure, I'll need them again. Ouch. Now I need them again. So... see if we can't get this to level up from these dudes. There we go. I just wanted to get that leveled up. I don't even want to use it right now, but I'll need it again in here in a minute. So you'll see there's a giant, like, bone dude throwing bones at me and hopping around, and he's really annoying. And a dog! And he runs. So you have to grab the dog as he runs past you, because he'll just run past you, and he just runs back and forth along this ground part, and you just have to grab him one of the times. So now we get to go take this dog back. This is the only reason this area is so long, is because you have to just keep running back and forth to get these dogs. Because you can only carry one at a time, so you have to make a trip back every time. I wish they would just let me carry all the dogs at once. Don't ask me how I'd carry 5 dogs, but I'm a robot, I could do it. You are the popular one. Her dogs don't like troublemakers. And then she asks if it's the warehouse key, and it's the warehouse that contains all the red flower seeds, and she says she doesn't care who I am, she's not opening the warehouse because it would be foolish and would allow an encore of the war when the Mimiges kicked butt and got berserked and nom-noms and all that good stuff. So, she says she's not going to give me the warehouse key, so I guess I'm going to go find the last dog. So we'll use the bubbler as like a machine gun here. And then fire all of them at once. Fire all bubbles! This is the first time I actually played this game. I didn't even get the bubbler because I didn't know it was there. And it really does help at some parts. This is one of them. Random bones. I hate those dudes so much. So kill these dudes that are just skulls with legs for some reason. That'd be a creepy looking one. Are they like dinosaurs? That'd be a creepy looking dinosaur, I have to say. So we'll see if we can't kill this dude. If we just use the bubbles as a shield, I don't think he can hit us very well. So yeah, see, there we go. Much easier. Fireballs on these dudes, as fireballs work quite well on those dudes. So now we're down at this part. There's lots of parrots here. This is another good spot for the bubbler. As you can see, the bubbles have like an unlimited range when you find, well, not unlimited, but they have a really long range. Much longer range than the Polar Star has. The machine gun actually has a really long range if we would have grabbed it by now. But I didn't grab the machine gun, so we're sticking with the bubbler. There's a lot of parrots over there. Let's see if I can get my bubble some time to get back. Wow, there's just a ton of parrots. It's like never-ending parrots. Oh, no! The bubbler's so easy to de-level. I hate it. Now I gotta re-level it again. We got red spikes here. These are the spikes. You'll notice there's a couple of different kinds of spikes. These big, really long ones, one hit you if you land in them. They're the one-hit kill spikes. So now that we've come all the way over here to the end of the area, which is the warehouse, we get to grab the dog and go all the way back again. It takes so long. Dog's sleeping, and we don't care. I'm a jerk and wake him up anyway. And if you come up here and break these, it's a Healy thing and a save point. So now we have to run all the way back to where we back to Jenka again. At least this time, though, it wasn't. If there was a building or something I had to go in to get the dog, it would have been the worst because everything would have respawned. At least this time I don't have stuff respawning. And this area is so much easier if you take the machine gun, just because you can just like use it to propel yourself over all these pits. It makes the platforming about 100 times easier. So if it's your first time going through and you don't know if you want to get the good ending or not, or the best ending, I guess. It's not necessarily a good ending, as there are other good endings. you could go with the machine gun. It makes things a lot easier. Even if you're going to get the best ending, really, it makes platforming a lot easier. So anyway, we come back and find that Balrog has beat up Jenka and taken the key. So we have to drop the last dog off. I don't know what happened to her other dogs. Give her the dog, and the key was stolen by Balrog, and I have to go stop him because they're going to unleash rabid mimiges to the surface. And then she says, please take this with you, and we get the life pot. And the life pot restores your health to full, but you can only use it once, and that's the only one you get in the entire game. So you have to choose wisely when you're going to use it. So anyway, we leave her with the only dog there for some reason, even though we just brought 5 of them back, and there's only 1. But we have to go stop them from the warehouse. And this is not nearly as effective at level 2 as it is at level 3. It's not too bad, though. Let's see if I can get it to level up. Oh, wow, it's still got a ways to go. And the other reason the machine gun's really good is you actually don't have to do any of this platforming to get over there. Because if you can just run at the very end and then use the machine gun to boost yourself up onto the platform. So it really does help a ton. Especially, it helps in every area, really, but especially this area. It's pretty awesome. I'm gonna go back to the bubbler, though, because it's so nice. So nice. No, that same bone! I hate that dude! Every time! Guess we're not using the bubbler anymore. Now we're using the bubbler again. I think the bubbler actually gets de-leveled on the first hit no matter what. I might be wrong, though. But I think it doesn't take much to de-level this one. There are a couple guns like that are really easy to de-level. I blew his legs up. I blew up one of this dude's legs. I'm so mean. Go back to the bubbler, because it's parrot time. Come on, parrots. Come at me. Come at me, bro. And take out all the parrots. Lots of parrots. Oh, geez, I'm out of bubbles. Luckily, they come back super fast, and these parrots get stunned when you hit them. It makes the bubbler really nice as a shield, too, because they can't get close enough to hit you. Assuming you don't run out of bubbles, which I am again. Bubbles, 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 so many bubbles, 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 oh no! It was a trap! I hate you, parrots! Why are there parrots in the desert anyway? Gosh darn it! I'm not gonna have enough to level it up again, I don't think. Yeah, I'm not going after those triangles. There's spikes down there. So now you can see the warehouse is open. I'm gonna go save it and heal, though, first. As I don't trust myself anymore at this game. Save point! Game saved. In the door. And we find that the Doctor and Misery are both here already. They have the red flower seeds already harvested. And the Doctor asks if the flowers here are the demon flowers. And Misery says these are the ones, so. These are the flowers, and she asks if the Doctor wants to eat one. But they want to test it on a Mimija. So, it looks like it's Toroko that got kidnapped at the very beginning of the game. And they're going to make her eat a red flower. So, this is the first time we see what the red flowers do. So, he forces her, and then King shows up. Don't ask me how he got here before I did, but he kicks Balrog's butt with a sword. And then you can see Toroko's eyes have turned red already. And it's... see the Doctor for the first time. I am the Doctor, your new leader. And then King says he's going to kill him. Misery shoots lightning at him and one-shots him. He's not very good. Yeah, see? Even the Doctor knows. And then I'm the persistent soldier from the surface. And he's going to give me a gift, apparently. Which is Toroko turning huge! And throwing blocks at me that spawn flower demon people. This is actually one of the more annoying fights, in my opinion. It's still not too hard if you pay attention like I am not. The only real problems are that those blocks, if they hit you, do 10 damage a hit. So, you get killed really quickly by them. Oh, jeez. This is not ending well for me. Oh, goodness. I don't like this. Drop health for me, please. Please. Oh, jeez, please. Dang it! I saw myself jumping into that. It was too late. I hate this game. I'm right out here, though, so I'm not going to do anything about that. I'm just going to run back in. Blah, 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 blah. We can run through this faster now that we've done it once already. I hope you guys see why I don't like this fight. It's not... It's the same as every fight in this game. If you can dodge this stuff, it's not bad. And all of them aren't too bad to dodge. But those blocks, man. 10 damage a hit? It's ridiculous. Ridiculous! So this time, I'm not going to die, is the plan. King gets his butt kicked again, blah, 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 blah. I'm leaving you a present. Toroko turning into a giant demon, blah, blah, blah. We got it. Missiles! Missiles! Now they drop health. I'm not missing any health, you stupid game. Auto missiles. I always jump right into the blocks, too. It's not like I just get hit by one because I don't dodge. I dodge into them every time. Every time. I just... And it's the worst because I see it like half a second too late, so I'm just like, no! Too late. Out of missiles again. Back to fireballs. I don't even need to jump, just run back and forth. Oh, I need to jump now. And I don't get hit, apparently. Because apparently I'm just really bad at dodging those blocks, as I've only been hit, I think, once by blocks this time. And it was the one time I, like, tried to jump over them. Just running apparently seems to work quite well. There we go. Got him that time. I got her that time, I guess. So, we win, defeated Rabid Toroko, and she dies. Sad panda. And we come over and talk to King. No, I want to talk to King. He says he can't help me anymore, and I have to avenge him, and he dies. But he leaves behind his sword! His sword! So now we have a sword. See, that's the first thing that really struck me about this game the first time I played it. Oh, and then Balrog smashes me on the face. I'll talk about it here in just a second. And then she's like, oh, you're still alive. And she says there's a robot back then that was tough too. And that try and take him head on, so she's sending me to the labyrinth. And Balrog too. Ah, that was refreshing. Refreshing. Like Sprite. Hit the floor, and we are in the labyrinth now. I was gonna say, that's one of the things that really struck me about this game the first time I played it, is like, even though it just seems kind of like a kiddie game with like cartoony graphics or whatever, the stuff dies in this game. It's very rarely that you'll see a game like this where people just die and it just has a ridiculous, compelling story. Like, you don't see games where like this where people just die like that, and it really stuck with me, I think, to show kind of how intense this game is. But anyway, I'm way long on time here. So we're going to call that a part, and thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.